smack her, she love to get spanked. I tackle her, love to wrestle. Young bachelor, we love to play. So come out when I move the drapes. Know my move when I grab your waist. Know you a man that's made. Hey, keep it low key, she ain't after fame. No, she ain't after fame. You ain't like that old I used to be. You don't have nothing to say. Don't care about no cuffing, you wanna keep bustin' it. Don't let me know when you came. I love you in so many ways. Don't know why you never complain. But you, I can never be shamed. And I usually never say never. Look at me today.
The one you've all been waiting for. The vlogs have arrived. Taking me a lot of time because I'm busy. Probably too busy to be getting a little tripod out and following myself around an apartment, but this is what I do. This is what I do for this channel. I'm committed to the cause. But a year and a half in since we started the channel, and I feel like something was missing. But not only that, with the direction and the journey that I'm going on with prep, I need you guys to come along that. And I need to keep it real, I need to keep it raw. I need to be able to crack a camera out and tell you if I feel shit, or tell you if I look mint or I feel mint. Because the whole reason of this prep is, 1, to take you guys along the journey. 2, I'm gonna stretch myself and develop myself as an athlete. But 3, most importantly, what is YouTube about? Keeping it real, keeping it raw. The best way I can fucking do that is by having you guys and me together, nobody else. So, we're going to take you through a full day of eating to start off and kick it off. How we got this big in this short time span. And it's not just through food, it's through training. But we're going to run through food day of eating, meal by meal. You can see literally what I've been eating every single day. It's boring as shit, I hate food. I've not enjoyed a meal in probably 2-3 months. But do you know what? I've cracked on because the goal means that much to me and I want to win. So meal 1, smashed omelette, bit of lighter than light ketchup, bit of cheese, thrown together, smash in a pan. Tastes like cat shit, but let's get it. Meal 1, shit, nearly missed the fridge. I've got 3 eggs, light mature cheddar cheese. So basically an omelette, which you've seen earlier one time, so I won't bore you and show you how terrible I am at cooking it. But from a macro perspective, and the reason I have this meal is because I'm never a big eater, because I always diet. So this is like a first off season we're about to adjust. So I don't like carbs in the morning. There's no reason behind that. It's just I don't have an appetite. So we're gonna roll, and this is what we've been rolling with all off season: 3 eggs, 30 grams of light mature cheddar cheese, and they used to be, I think, like 300 ml of egg whites. But I am tight and I was not spending 8 quid on 500 ml of egg whites.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
No chance, I'm from Rotherham. I've been brought up better than that. So what I actually do is 30 grams of whey protein, which probably cost me 20p, because, well, it doesn't even cost me that because I'm sponsored by Bulk. So, logics, use that. Get it in, mix it up. Not the most appetizing thing, but you know what, once it's cooked, belter. Pan on before preheat. Oil. There we go. Now we clean this shit up. All over new tripod. Look at this. Shit. 20-gram egg there. There we have it. Pan, egg. Let's go, baby.
I'm in the bus and we're at the top and we got us an ocean view. I know I got it, I'm all in the body and nobody got a clue. We in the coupe pulling up, boy, the private at G5 for only two. I really like it, I wanna stay excited, don't wanna get tired of you.
You know what really annoys me? Really? I nail this omelette every goddamn day, and then a full day of eating comes and it's like slop dosh.
You wake up and you wanna go shopping. Pick out a car, you got too many options. Mama gon' baby, yeah, you got it poppin'. Know what you do for the pattern.
Number one, number two. Meal one. I'll go make the shake after. I'm hungry. Some pink Himalayan salt, otherwise not a big fan of omelettes. And you all know the drill. Helps with nutrient transport, better pumps. Before you say it, 50%, well 5% or 50% less sugar and salt. Either way, it's in the off season, so I'm not being that close to detail with stuff like that. So here we have it, for all you ketchup fans. And then we'll get the 30 gram of shake after. I feel privileged that you're eating breakfast with me, because I eat breakfast on my own every day, because it's my time to just gather my thoughts. But on another note, you'll have seen, and if you haven't seen by yet on Instagram, the off season has been extended. Timelines have not changed for the show, but we just didn't need what they define as a health phase / maintenance phase, so there's no need for that. So rather than finishing the off season at the end of this month, we finish at the end of next, which is good because, as you've seen, fasted weight 94.5. Hopefully, with another 4 weeks pushing, we should cement like 96, around 97, and then on stage, hopefully, we'll be around 88. And the last time I competed, I was 78, and I finished second at 2 rows. So you can only imagine what we're gonna do this year. Now that's the hope. I'm not being overly confident, but I do back myself with how much work I've put in. And I see in men's physique this year, a lot of the bigger guys are losing. It's about proportions. If you've not got a small waist, if you've not got cap delts and symmetry throughout your physique, and you've got massive arms and a big blocky waist, just go and step on stage in another federation. Like, men's physique is about symmetry, it's about flow, it's about aesthetics. So, you big monsters, stop trying to ruin the division, and that's my only thoughts. So, that's the plan. Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up and I'll eat this. Get on, get up. You need one. NutriBullet for shakes. My head doesn't even fit in. Full fat milk because I'm actually walking like that. Not that. Because look, 6 foot, so it's hard to get on camera. 30 gram shake. And again, I prefer just to drink this than make your little protein mug cakes and that. As I said, I ate food, so God, my head needs to get in that rapid. I just need to find the shaker. Right, I'm back. So we get 300 ml of this. Don't have too much milk, it fills me up and I feel like shit. So that deals with that. Get a little bit of ice, just to make it a little bit more tasty. Get rid of it, it says. Fucking classic. Little bit of ice.
6.5 hours later.
There we go, look. Much better. Current protein flavour. Mixed berry. From Bulk. Code Bray. As I said, 30 gram, 2 scoops roughly. bang. Nice and easy. Then this is where the magic happens. See, NutriBullet, game changer, on. There we have it. Meal 1 boxed off.
She want snack, go get it. She want snack, go get it. She want the spinach, go get it. She want the brick, go get it. She want this Gucci, she get it. She want this Louis, go get it. Lose with the spice, she get it. Everything I got, she getting it. Yeah, Billy Sedan, she get it. Hop out the bitch, she get it. Hop out the Lil, she get it. The Porsche Cayenne, she get it. Hop out the coupe, she get it. A shirt to the shoe, she get it. I put my kids on the TV. Anything she wants, she can get it. Anything you see, you can get it. He go the keys to the Bentley. When I fuck her, I got good intentions. I just can't get my pound to start itching. What on me like I live with the fishes. I know every color in tennis. Got the diamond put in by my dentist. I'ma shine when I'm skinning and grinning. Ice my watch, I'm not wasting my time. Got no dripping with Uzi and slime. Connect with my bitch like a Wi-Fi. Got the in the DM like a cha-cha. I got ends I can take care of the south side. I been bidding these being that ties. Every you Saint Laurent Hill in your size. Flip house and fill it with vibes. Got more Jacob to cover my eyes. She need help, I'ma send her a dime. I can't pull nothing, listen to lines. Oh, she be all the best, she recline. She want me put that dick in her spine. Take her shopping and keep her from crying. You don't think you one of a kind. Got Chanel with disease on both sides. She want Chanel, go get it. She want Chanel, go get it.
So we're in the kitchen again. It is now 11 o'clock. Meal 2 is gonna get knocked back. We've got 175 gram of chicken breast, 125 gram jasmine rice, both raw weight. This is technically the pre-workout meal, but I've got me in today back to back, so it's looking like I'll have another one of these meals, or I'll put a cream of rice in, which is usually the post-workout. I'll see how I feel as the day goes on. No greens today. I'm past the micronutrients. I'm utilising a green shake, which I knocked back this morning, rather than the veggies and the greens in the minute, just because appetite is completely on its arse. So we'll get this meal prepped. As you can see, it's pretty much cooking. We've got the rice here, topped it with rice, put it on full temp, right? So full temp, and then leave it so it looks like this. As you can see, like there's a little layer over the top of the rice there. So leave it, and then what you do is you put the lid on it. So ready? Lid on like that. Lid on. So now it is on the lowest temperature. We've got the chicken in the air fryer with 15 minutes remaining, and the rice coming to an end, which is now on the lowest temperature. I'll stop moving that around because that is going to annoy Alex Challen, my videographer, that I'm walking around like this like I'm vlogging. But yeah, into meal 2. So a key point, and you'll have heard me say this on previous YouTubes, is be accurate with your meal timings, man. Like, make sure that in an off season you're up, you're eating, you're hydrating, you're having your meal timings every 3 to 4 hours, because if you miss, that's when it's going to become problematic. We've boxed off phase 1 and phase 2 of check-ins. I think we've got 4 check-ins that have come in that were a little bit late, so we're going to box them off before we eat this meal, and then we're knocking this back. So nothing fancy in terms of foods. It's literally plain, simple, boring, shitty food, but it's working, and the scale weights are moving up and I'm getting bigger. So we'll cook this and then we'll show you the end product. Sticky rice. It's not stuck to the pan, looks perfect. Exactly what you want. Sticky rice. There we go, look. And then we have the good bit, the chicken breasts. Meal 2. Look at the chicken. Choice at the minute, again, pink Himalayan salt, hot sriracha. We go in with this as well at the minute. Finito, Romeo's done. Meal 2, Uncooked whey, 175 chicken, 125 gram jasmine rice. See you in meal 3. Let's break the day up. So we've got, that lighting's on point. Right, snack to break the day up. Fruit. Never underestimate the value of fruits. We've got 1 apple, got 100 gram of banana. If you've watched any other videos, you'll know I'm taking the piss. We've just got 1 large banana and then 150 gram of pineapple. The bromelain, however you say it, is very, very good within pineapple. That helps with digestion as well. So we like that. So yeah, I like to eat all 3 of these together. It's quite a big amount of carbohydrates, but very easily digestible. So we're gonna knock these back into another block of work and see where the day takes us. Post-workout meal. So just absolutely blasted my back in the gym. And we've got 150 gram of cream of rice. Now I've seen the recipes, 30 seconds in microwave, a minute on, a minute off. Right, I'm gonna show you the true recipe here. And I'm a newbie to this. Who'd thought you'd have seen the day where Bray eats cream of rice? But needs musts. So what I typically do is I fill it with water so it covers it, literally as you do and as you can see. Nice and easy. Now here comes the next tip, and I think this is why I had such a bad relationship with cream of rice. It's because for years I used to do it with a fork and I didn't have a whisk. And without a whisk, there is endless lumps in it and it is not the best. So get yourself one of these, silver one. Before you put it in the microwave for a minute, whisk it so there's no lumps. You want to completely remove every lump. Doesn't take that long, and it's not that much of a skill or a craft either, like people make it out to be. You've seen my horrendous cooking skills over the years of this channel, but as you can see, we've got one there. Basically looks like water. Yeah. Now, a minute in the microwave. One minute done, in for another 45 seconds. So we did a minute, as you saw, stirred it, done another 45 and look at the consistency still. You can see there's some lumps, but again, another stir. Remove all the lumps every time. So it's again, just literally back to liquid. Then we'll do another 45 seconds. Now we're getting somewhere. So an additional 45, you can see it's hardening around the edges. So you come in, it's a little bit like a paste now, so I know that's not a million miles off the consistency that I want it. So give it a little stir. Again, look, basically back to liquid. So I know now 45 seconds probably going to be a bit too much, so we'll bang 30 and hope for the best. Look at the consistency, you ready? Knew it'd be ready. So then we stir it just to get rid of some lumps. And for me now, that could be harder and people would argue it's a shit consistency. I'll get a spoon so we can show you. Maybe 20 seconds. Still not the best, you know. Give it another 20. Not going to stir it too much because I know the consistency is where I want it to be. And now the final touch. I don't like eating it hot because it's hot in Dubai. So freezer, got a call in 10 minutes. Freezer for 30 minutes. So that's in the freezer. We're going to add blueberries. We're going to add this dark chocolate, which is unreal. And then I'm going to tuck in and pretend that I enjoy every last bite when I fucking eat it. It's a nice paste. Then we add blueberries. Which is an absolute game changer. 150 of these. I personally don't add my whey. I just like the flavour, it's like a crumble of the cream of rice, so I prefer not to add my whey. We've got 150 of those in the hatchet. Now for the secret recipe. If you do not know, can you see that? So this is Lindt Excellent Caramel with a touch of sea salt dark chocolate. 10 out of 10. So what I do is break it up. If you have your cream of rice hot, it'll melt, but I don't have it cold so it doesn't melt, so it's a nice little chocolate flavour as it goes into the cream of rice. For me, it's an absolute game changer. So 150 cream of rice. We then have 150 blueberries, 20 gram dark chocolate, and there you have it. Elite meal. We're actually going to eat this at the desk. We've got a couple of clients on photo shoots this week. I need to get their peak week protocol outlined. If you're pushing food in off season, take your oats out, get your cream of rice in, apple crumble flavour.
Honourable C notes.
Metro.
Meal 4 is about to go down. I think it's meal 4. What have I had? I've had omelette, chicken and rice, cream of rice. Now we've got another chicken and rice. Same serving, 175 chicken, 125 gram jasmine rice, dry weight. We also copped a fresh fade. So we're gonna eat meal 4 a little bit late as well because I go to Thailand tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock and we've got another meal to get in, and I've got a treat to show you at the end of the video that I'm going to eat just for some additional calories because I want to hit a new high scale weight, and it's off season. Let's not pretend that we're boring in an off season. But we've got a couple of client check-ins. You've just seen Rich competing in 10 weeks in 2 bros, and then I've got Kofi coming up who's just finished a 19-week diet, who looks incredible. Just had a 3-day deload. And then we're just going to talk through his new plans. I always like to implement calls with clients at the end of each phase and every quarter just to make sure everything's all good. I feel like a call, you can do a lot more. So we'll eat meal 4. Won't bore you too much with it, it's the same shit. So meal 4, we've got some burnt chicken tenders. Taste test. We'll do a live taste test, shall we? Spin you round. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Like every meal on off season, dog shit. This meal now, and then we've already prepped the other meal. 125 pasta. Chicken's already in. 175 chicken. And another chicken breast because we travel early to the airport tomorrow. Wow, look at my chin. Beg someone gives me a jawline. So yeah, 2 meals to go in, and then stay tuned till the end of the video so you see the baked goods Dubai has to offer. So, I'm going to tuck into this now while we wait for Kof to join the call, and then get into the call. we've got 125 gram dry weight pasta, 175 chicken, 20 gram dark chocolate. This is not in the diet plan, but I'm trying to push fairly hard, so I like to treat myself to one of these every couple of days. We've got the finest blueberry muffin. We'll probably put this in the microwave. But you can see now the struggles, and like I said, the reason I'm vlogging is I want to keep things real and I want to keep things authentic. I'll try and be the perfect athlete, and you might look at YouTube and Instagram and think, God, fucking hell, like, yeah, he's 1%, he does everything. But the truth is, like, running a busy business, I've just got off calls. I'd like to be in bed for 11 o'clock. So straight away, what's the problem there? Heart rate's going to be elevated, food's not going to be digested. So probably won't get to sleep till half 11, 12. So we'll sit and eat these, watch a little bit of telly, have a little bit of downtime. But you can see the real struggles. And we've got an additional as well, 30 gram whey isolate. So we had 30 gram this morning, and then we've got another shake, which I'll have probably just before bed. And we've also just got some sick news, some sick news. All I'm going to say is, I'm going to save this for another video, so you're going to have to stay tuned. But all I'm going to say is, the boss has spoken, Mr. Cal Pro Coach, and you've already had the videos about the shows that I'm doing. Let's just say the goalposts have moved after today's recent check-in. So that's front shot, that's back shot, beef it as shit. So we're looking competitive. So we've got another show, and we're going overseas, baby. So we're gonna get tucked into this. Like I said, 30 gram of whey isolate before bed. I'm not gonna bore you, letting you watch me eat this, but as you can see, the macros will be put out. This off-season life's not easy, like, it's challenging. You've got to really push through, and one thing that I will always say is, like, when you're in a dieting phase and you're hungry, you don't just eat another meal, do you? In an off-season, when you're full, you keep fucking eating. But this is the first of many vlogs. Like I said, I want to keep shit real, I want to keep things authentic, and it took time. So what I've done is put my calendar in and put strategy in and when I'm going to vlog now. So I've got full time. It doesn't end up being like today where I'm vlogging till 10 o'clock and eating till 11. But can't all be perfect. So anything else you want to see from vlogs, fire away. But thanks for watching.